Did you get excited when you first saw that news? The NFL is going to start not only on time, but there's going to be fans. It's just the model they've got set up in Miami. They get it all set up, how they're going to be social distancing in the lines and everything else. I don't know how they're going to do the seating. Things about, let's see, there's no congregating up in the concession. They will actually, I think it's bring your food down to you or something like that. Can you imagine that? But of course, I don't know how many. Boy, that personnel is going to have to be heavy, you know. That's just a model and a blueprint for what they're going to do, I guess, right? So Miami's going to set that up going already. Jed, what are they doing out at Levi's? We're not hearing anything. They got to do something, though, because if one team's going to do, that means every team has to do. No international schedules. That's okay. We can do without a 1 year. It would be interesting if the 49ers did go, hey, we haven't been scheduled on one of those in a long time, huh? Yeah. So, you know. And also, of course, you know the schedule's coming out this weekend. It just gives me a Gucci feeling inside. I'm sitting there worried. Oh, man. No NFL? Are you serious? You know, because at that point in September anyway, this aggravating virus will have started to do weird things, I would imagine, starting to slow down because it's probably a seasonal thing, right? Because the summertime is probably going to hurt it. I wish it would just kill it, but it might just hurt it. And I'll come back later on, and maybe we'll be ready for it this time. But anyway, headline news, Deebo Samuel could in 17 years. We've had no Pro Bowl wide receiver. 17 years. Wow, that's a long time. And Deebo Samuel could put an end to that because I figure this could be the year when he could be amazing. But I got to wait for our new wide receiver because Brandon, the schedule will release this Thursday. Yeah, I said, I didn't know when the 7th was. The 7th, yeah, that's right. The 7th is on a Thursday. I knew it was on the 7th. Thank you, local 49ers fan. But listen, here's the thing. Deebo Samuel could be that guy. And because the thing is, you don't need to be a card-carrying number one wide receiver with that ID to roll in Kyle-style football. You know this. You know, because we all know that a number one wide receiver would be just, but the offense is not going to die without one. You know what I mean? Because when you play Kyle-style football, man, that's going to tear opposing defenses apart anyway. They don't. You got the defense going one way, the 49ers going the other, especially the wide receivers and running backs and things like that. All the receiver has to do is follow the Shanahan plan, and he will see the promised land. See what I did there? I kind of like that myself. Most of the time, there'll be nothing the defense can do but try and recover from devastating play designs, as Kyle Shanahan is known for. Deebo definitely has the talent to take a game over in more than one way, too. Now, this year, Samuel's a breakout candidate that could end up in that long-running absence of a wide receiver in the Pro Bowl. But, fam, tonight also, and I just set this up because it's Monday Night Raw, I love to argue and fight during this time of season. As long as you can keep it civil, don't get crazy, you know. But who else is on your breakout list? Oh, man. Fam, Deebo could wind up doing something for no Niners wide receivers done since T.O., by the way, in 2003, making that Pro Bowl. Now, since the T.O. pick, the Niners have selected 27 wide receivers, not including the pair they took in this year's draft. None of the 27, of course, made the Pro Bowl in a Niners uniform, and neither did any of the many free agent signings we've had either, which is really weird. No matter what we do, we get a receiver, they just come to San Francisco, and their career suddenly dives or plateaus or something, but they don't stand out because that has a lot to do with the fact the 49ers haven't been doing anything in particular. Well, we had 2 Super Bowls, but still, what we do, the Harbaugh era, I mean, Crabtree, the competition during his time was too much. He couldn't beat them. I know Anquan Bolden, I thought he should have been, but they didn't. So, you know, Deebo's rookie year was a good sign. They could change all of that. Mr. Samuel's baby boy, did you use stats? Hauled in 57 passes for 802 yards, 3 TDs. He also ran the ball 14 times. That's why I say he's more than just a wide receiver. For 159 yards and 3 TDs. His production out there he's starting to remind me of George Kittle. His 961 all-purpose yards were the most ever by a 49ers rookie wide receiver. Another stat that stands out is less traditional than receptions, yards, or touchdowns. Evan Silva of Established the Run tweeted, a list of 18 rookies to average more than 2 yards per route run over the last 10 years. Deebo checked in at number 16 of those 18. And check out this company. Amongst the players above him are Odell Beckham Jr., Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, Juju Smith-Schuster, A.J. Green, Julio Jones, Keenan Allen, and Mike Evans. Nice company to be associated with now, ain't it? Deebo! Yards per route run measures how efficient a receiver's yardage is. Volume of pass attempts matters less when the yards have averaged out per run. Per route run. That's why Samuel can rank 16th over the last 10 years, despite playing in one of the league's most run-heavy offenses last season. And fair, that's going to change this season. People are thinking the 49ers are going to be all about the run. That's all we can do. Jimmy ain't no good. We're going to have to run the ball. Get ready to grab your butt and be shocked. I'm telling you right now. Next year, Deebo's going to get way more touches. The reason that number is also encouraging is because Samuel didn't hit a stride as a pass catcher until late last season. When Emmanuel Sanders came in, he finally got the direction and instruction he needed to move his own game forward. Oh, it's not party time yet, is it? Over his final 8 games, he had 35 receptions, 575 yards. If Deebo, you just started a little early with that. You had a few drops. You had a few growing pains, but he came out of it. And I'm still telling Kyle Shanahan, Kyle, if you'd have gave him the ball in the Super Bowl, we wouldn't even been worried about it. Kyle, Jesus Christ. Where was I? His first 7 games, he had just 22 catches, 227 yards, and 1 TD. That was not real Deebo. Not yet. All right. And it's too soon to predict a super productive second season for Deebo if you consider the drop-off we all witnessed Dante Pettis. In his second year after a strong end to his rookie campaign. Nevertheless, Samuel's efficiency plus his growth throughout the 2019 season has got to be a big promise for the future, fam. He also produced more over a larger sample than Dante. So let us not ever make that comparison again. This is the last time I'll ever do it. There is no comparison with Dante and Deebo. It's just not. Jet sweeps and screens. Samuel became known for the 2019 season. Set him astride from away from Dante. Can you imagine Dante coming around that corner in a jet sweep? Oh, man. Doing just like in Transformers with Sam Witwer. Pick him up off the ground. Oh, come on, Dante, let's call your mom. Anyway, with that said, the Niners still could use a bona fide number 1 target on the perimeter for Jimmy G. And they may have addressed that in this past draft, though, with Mrs. Ayuk's baby boy. Now, that could be. If that happens, if he takes off right from the start this season, because I'm concerned about the amount of time they're putting in before the season starts. These are valuable minutes and reps for especially draftees. So it could be a little slower in development than we want it to be. But, Deebo didn't enter the league as a number 1. But he took major strides toward it as a rookie and put himself among the NFL's elite in terms of efficiency in year number 1. Now, more targets next year combined with, as I said to Jimmy, if you think Jimmy G's not going to be firing that ball next year, you got a surprise coming. More targets next year combined with the added experience of a full NFL season puts Deebo on track for a big year 2 that concludes with his first ever Pro Bowl nod. Oh, yeah! Deebo! And fam, but Deebo is not the only big potential breakout let us proceed to the personals. Mine first, because I'm here at the mic. Who are the breakout candidates for the 2020 season? Leading off with Kendrick Bourne. Oh, 84. I'm telling you right now, I saw enough last year. Kyle loves Kendrick anyway. You know what I'm saying? And Kendrick Bourne, people still try to trade him off, though. Big Show and others. He's not going anywhere, guys. I'm telling you right now, he's not going anywhere. Kyle loves Kendrick. And KB has already put the league on alert by announcing not only will the 49ers be going to the Super Bowl, they'll win it. You saw him in that picture, him and Quan, because him and Quan, that's all they do is sit around, eat, grow, and just get big. And, and when training camp opens up, just hope they got the guys do some cardio, man. I'm telling you, y'all looking buff, boy. I tell you what, but you get some cardio in, because it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. And Kendrick Bourne, Deebo, Kendrick, I got them as my breakout boys. And get ready for this. Wait for it. Solomon T. Yes, yes, yes. Fam. John Lynch said last week that Thomas expected his report to the team a bit heftier than last year, too. John Lynch also said, quote, we've kind of charged him with putting a little weight on. Last year he got really light, which helped in his quickness. But I don't know if he had enough substance, just in terms of weight. So he's going to come back a little heavier. Get that Aaron Donald look. Come on, T. You can do this. Even though Kinlaw was drafted to fill that Buckner role, unquote, by the way, even though Kinlaw was drafted to fill the Buckner role, Lynch and the 49ers expect Thomas to be a significant part of the defensive rotation. Lynch also said, quote, we brought in Kinlaw, but everybody who's watched us knows we rotate a lot of players there. We believe in going as hard as they can, and then we'll rotate, kind of like hockey lines. Solomon's going to be a big part of that rotation. Look out, unquote. Look out for Solomon T, man. I'm putting him on my list right now. And you know how I love me an underdog. Solomon T has sat back. He's went through terrible trauma. He's struggled with a couple of lightweight injuries. He's probably lost a little confidence due to his own doing. Coaches gave up on him, gave him less reps. Defoe's gone. All he's got to do is deal with the rookie. Mentally, he has an edge over Kinlaw. Physically, he may not, but he does know that he's been around here long enough to know that he knows his way around this place. Go out there and get it done. I got a feeling he's going to come in motivated. I'm going to be singing praises for Solomon T. Get that train back on the track. Get that coal ready and get the shovel in there. I'm going old school. Ain't going diesel. Coal shoveling. Get him ass. Get that smoking down the track. The Solomon train. Come on, T. I got faith in you. I'm putting you on the Ronbo. I'm putting you on the Ronbo team. Woo! So I ain't talking about it bad no more. Y'all can talk about it all you want. He's my dude now. Once I put him on the train, that's it. I put him on the Ronbo team, I should say. Hey, Chris Sanchez, thanks, fam. He says, hey, what's up, Ronbo? Watching from Tampa. Oh! Well, we gonna see you soon, Chris. Yeah. Get over here and check out what's going on here. Alvaro Cueva. He said, hey, it was my son's birthday. He's a huge Niner fan. Can you please give him a Niner birthday shout out? His name is Orion Cueva. Thank you for all the work you do. Hey, it's a pleasure, fam. Orion! Happy Niners birthday before the schedule is released. Happy Niners birthday. There's going to be a season to Ryan Orion. Happy. Happy Niners! Birthday, Orion. Right, you know what, Orion? Your birthday, this is your birthday year? You go get that Super Bowl too. Yeah, you are. You watch. And there's something for nut. I love it. I love what you've done with that name. Some 10 for Nut 10. It says, I'm a Cinco de Mayo, baby. Can I get a happy Niners birthday? The production's running birthdays back to back on me. You know what I got to prove right now? I've been training. I can do it. Happy Niners birthday to Deebo Samuel on his way to Pro Bowl. Happy birthday to something for Nut 10. Happy birthday in the year that Solomon T gets MVP. Oh, I got to take a drink. I don't believe I said that myself. Defensive MVP, Solomon Thomas. Can you see it? I'll be talking major smack. Because I told you right now he was coming. Happy Niners birthday to something for nothing. Woo! Oh, and Ronbo Sports said, hey, won't be on the show working late. Oh, there he is. Well, Justin, we'll look for you later, man. We'll probably be back tomorrow, actually, I think. Okay. Hey, Rod Manhammer says it would be impossible for Deebo to break any Pro Bowl slumps when he will be playing in the Super Bowl. Got me. Good stuff. You know what, though? He could still make the Pro Bowl, though. I mean, you still get nominated to the Pro. I wanted to be in the Pro Bowl and then send an alternate for him to play. Yes, indeed. I don't know why. Rod, good call, man. I don't know why I didn't go there first. Mark Rich says, what's up? Thanks for everything you do. You are Thanks, Mark. Francisco Alcantara, hey, can't wait for this 49er, is this W? Season to start. Yes. Tan Jones says, hey, just to let you know, I got a gold Jimmy G jersey to go with that hat. A gold Jimmy G jersey. Jones, you got to post that up. I don't see that. I haven't seen that. Below, hey, yo, Rumble, make it a three-peat for my birthday. This is Brandon from Brie. I'm the man, right man for the job. Brandon, let's go, man. Happy Niners birthday. What can I put on this occasion? I've already used everything. For Kendrick Bourne and his prediction to go to the Super Bowl. Happy Niners birthday to Below. Woo! Brandon. You know, you kill brain cells when you do that. Happy Niners! You know that dude's just like sitting out in front of your house, holding the horn like he's lost his mind? Was that? Birthday, Big Brandon! Oh. Once somebody start making up birthdays, I just know, don't do it. Don't do it. Mr. Block Eyes 22. Oh, it's no doubt Deebo will do his thing. He learned a lot from Sanders, and Jim G will have to get the deep ball going. And I think Deebo will help that. KB is a great goal line wide receiver as well. Listen, here's the thing. You give Jimmy time to throw, like I think he's going to get plenty of this year. Really is. Don't underestimate G. I remember that first year when he got here, and that boy was smoking the field right and left. Although, it's a funny thing, he had more mobility that year. I got a feeling this year, that knee, Jimmy was able to orchestrate, run around. Remember some of those catches? Like those on the goal line, he'd be running around, directing, putting guys into place. Boom! Shh, man, people forgot about G. I didn't. Hey, Ricky B, the board supremacy. And Scott Boyles. Peter King predicted Jalen Hurd would be offensive. Really? He predicted Jalen Hurd would be offensive rookie of the year in 2019 after watching a few practices. Scott, that was last year. You know what, though? That just tells you something about if he doesn't get hurt. What we got to do, I worry about Jalen Hurts. Yeah, somebody told me that they've been watching him play ball for years. He does tend to bang himself up. So if he can stay out of the field for an extra amount of time that he normally doesn't, he could be every bit of whatever anybody thinks he is. Dude's he's just tough. I like him. Him carrying them Cowboys into the end zone, I ain't never gonna forget that. That was hilarious. It was hold on for dear life. Yeah, Daly, just y'all got to get more help in here than this, cause I'm going in, man. Hey, Phil, chill,
Hey,
Phil.
Ronbo.
Phil, come on in, man. I've already, we got Deebo going to the Pro Bowl. I got Solomon T and Kendrick Bourne having breakout years. Do you have any objection to that, or do you want to add to whomever you think's
No,
going to be in there?
not
What's
at
up?
all.
All
Not at
right,
all. I'm right with you.
all right.
Just like you picked J-Dub last year.
Yeah,
You're on a streak here,
I
Ronbo.
tell you, man, I love it.
So, yeah, J-Dub came through. Now it's Solomon T's time. I really think that's going to happen. But, we're going to get a lot of naysayers like we got from Jimmy Dub.
Yeah, it's rough. But the rewards are just
It'll
outstanding.
come. Uh, but
It's
anyway,
time,
no,
though.
I like the choice. I'm looking forward to the schedule coming out next week. And I really think that, we're going to have football just as normal, almost. I mean,
Probably.
I really believe that. I don't think any politician's going to stop the NFL.
Not
I
only
just
that,
don't
it's going
think.
to taper off to such a low with the amount of people that are contracting and all that. They're going to say, well, you know what, the hell with it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Be with everything else,
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I agree. Hey, though, I do have some information uh, in my. I got tons of time, but I've read the CBA, and I just wanted to go over some of the things that the CBA has that the last show, will change things on how people think. Um, so I'm going to try to go over this quickly so I don't take up too much time. But
all right.
the actual game day went up from 46 to 48, but you have to have a minimum of 8 offensive linemen.
Yep.
If you go to 7 or less, that game day goes down to 47. So that's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing is the 53-man roster is still set. But it goes up to 55, but the only way you can go up to 55 is you have to take 2 players from the practice squad and bring them up. So you can't go, it's not a 55-man straight roster. You have every week the option to take 2 players from the practice squad and bring them up.
I like
And there's
that.
12 players on the practice squad, and 10 of them have to be under 3 years of service.
Yeah.
2 of the
That's what I
players can have unlimited service. You can have 2 veterans on the practice squad. And so each week, you can take 2 players up from the practice squad. They don't have to go through waivers. All right?
Ooh,
And so
that's a huge plus.
yeah, so it's basically you're adding 12 players to the roster of which you can pick 2 each week and bring them up and move them back.
That's how come
And
Kyle's looking at all
so,
them running backs. He could,
exactly.
yes.
The other thing is, they've made it harder to poach players from your practice squad. So if you take a player off your practice squad, you've got to put them on your 48-man roster, the dress-up roster, for 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it used to be 3 weeks on the 53-man roster. Now it's 5 weeks on the 48-man suit-up roster.
Mm-hmm.
So they made it harder to poach players.
Phil, your mic quality, I don't know what's going on. It's a little muffled. Are you doing something different than usual?
No.
Oh,
I'm
Phil.
sitting here.
Now all of a sudden you sound like Phil again. All right, continue.
All right. I just sat forward.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the other thing is they can go from 2 players pulling back from the IR to 3 players. So all this stuff is basically to allow for a 17-game season, 1 extra playoff game possibility with the new format.
Mm.
So you're going to have less players going on the IR. You're going to have the ability to pull back from the IR and less coaching from your practice squad, which basically is an extension of your
regular
roster.
roster.
So these kids that are undrafted free agent are all going to be on the practice squad most likely, but we're going to pull them up and down as we need them.
And if somebody's looking exceptionally good in
So
practice
does
for a
that
week,
make sense?
move him. Yeah.
So what I explained, does that make sense? I mean,
Yeah, because a lot of us haven't
I'm
looked in
hoping I'm
and
not
read all
confusing folks.
the rhetoric in that pack. So, that's good, Phil. Delighted. Because I know about the
Well, I
extra
read
players
the
and everything.
CBA, and it's basically they're making it an extension so that we have more players on the squad. Now, when you pull players off the practice squad, you have to pay them extra money because they get the minimum salary for
You get
for
game
a
day. You get
regular
game day
season
pay.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
all right.
it goes against the cap. But
It'll work out. It'll work
anyway, yeah, I think it makes a big difference on who you have on your practice squad.
Absolutely,
It's
and if they're looking
basically,
good. And now you're going to take
you're
a whole
going to
nother
have
look at them in
replacement
practice,
players
too.
for the guys you got.
All right. Phil, good stuff we're going to get. And I'm going to tell you what, I think
All
we're
right,
coming back
Ronbo.
tomorrow, actually. So I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, Phil.
Later.
Later, babe.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Phil, that's enlightening because I didn't know all the details about the CBA. So, is it Dwayne Drake? Thanks, Dwayne. Have you watched E60 about Alex Smith? Not yet. Not yet. I'll check that out, though. All right. Diona. D. Ooh. Did I belch? Dion, come on in, man.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Man. I'm telling you right. Deebo will make the Pro Bowl next year, but he'll send a substitute because we'll be busy at the Super Bowl. I got Solomon T raising up after all the insults and everything else. And I also got, boy, you didn't see nothing from Kendrick yet. Boy, I couldn't bring myself to put Dante on number D. You can?
Ronbo, you bad. Look, you gave me my laugh for the day. You know I'm at the top of the hater club for him. I'm the number 1 non. I don't believe in that. Man, no. Let the kid go sit on the sideline.
Oh,
Care about that kid. Now, little kid can go on the purr and meow and lick his little hand and clean himself and all that crap.
Oh, he freaks me out doing that. Oh.
Look, let me tell you this. I agree with everything. The one thing that people don't believe, the one thing people don't understand is Solomon has a leg up on the competition. Mm-hmm. The man knows the system. Mm-hmm. It's just everything into play and having the opportunity. You got to think. It's either Solomon Thomas or DJ Jones that's going to start because they know the system better than Kinlaw does. Kinlaw's raw talent and his ability puts him in a position to fight for that starting spot. So I'm not counting him out. I'm saying they obviously have a leg up because they know the system. Mm-hmm. I counted Dante out last year. I'm counting him out again. You can think about it like this. Deebo, Ayuk, of course, KB, Trent Taylor, Jalen Hurd, and Jawan J. Those are the receivers you're going to see make the squad. Ain't nobody else that's going to unfortunately make it. I feel bad for Richie because I love him, and Richie's a great guy. He just never got a fair chance in the offense. And I feel like if they would have used him more, he would have been way more dynamic. And then they would have been like, oh, man, he had this little gym sitting here, and we let him go. Here's a caveat for you, though. I'm watching another one of the shows Nothing But Niners, one of the guys says there was rumors that John got plenty of calls for KB, but he wasn't giving him up.
And they should be getting plenty of calls, too. Come on. Kendrick is no joke.
He's no joke. And people, if you don't follow the man on Instagram, he will show you how hard he works. Him and Quan Alexander in Oregon working their ass off. The minute this season starts, those are going to be the two dudes you do not have to worry about. They will be in great shape. But the one thing the offseason has taught me, I'm going to watch this running back room like a hawk. Because if you see Salvon Ahmed and Jermichael Hasty start to beat out Jerick McKinnon and make TC look old, boy, that's going to be a storyline for you. Because you got to think about it, man. These little young hogs is hungry. And Jermichael Hasty is the perfect person. I told you last time we talked. He is the prototypical back that Shanahan wants in his system. I can put you in. You can run routes. I can put you in. You can run between the tackles. You can run my stretch zone. You can do everything that I want you to do. You just need to learn my system. And people remember, Jimmy will explode this year because this is year 2 in the system. Look what Matt Ryan did. He went to a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah. Legs feel better. Been getting strong in the offseason. Look out.
We got that Mosterati just sitting there, just rum, rum, rum. And he going to take off. I'm telling you, man.
Go put that nitrous injection in there. Slick.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be beyond.
Oh. Can't wait.
Another group to watch is the DBs. Watch how they fight. See who wants it. Does DeMarcus Acey come in and just tell Akello Witherspoon, hey, man, go have a seat on the bench because you ain't got nothing in you, homie. I'm going to go ahead and watch. Once you get beat on this next play, and as soon as you get beat, they're going to sit your ass down because mentally you done for the rest of the day. And I got this because I'm going to get beat, but I'm going to go in there and beat the dude on the next play. I'm going to tell you to sit on down because this is between me and E-Man. I ain't beating out Uncle Sherm. That's triple OG right there. But you, I'm going to take this fight. I'm coming for everything you got. I want you're going to have to work because I'm going to be here pushing you, and then they're going to look at me and go, man, I don't know. We might have to just roll with this dude because we got K1 as the slot, but this dude AC, he might be good behind E-Man. You know, there's things that are going to happen.
And next year, somebody takes over. We don't know how long Sherm going to last, but it's not a lot of time left. Somebody wants to have that job.
Yeah, you got to have it, man, because I honestly don't believe we re-signed Sherm. I think we let him walk and that man goes somewhere else and gets paid. I love him, but I just don't think we'll do it because of the money. I feel like we're trying to get younger and cheaper, unfortunately, and I don't feel like he's going to be in the plan. So I think next year we probably pick up a DB in the first or second round because we have those picks, and we make that happen. And we go ahead and find somebody for his replacement. We find us a Jeff Okudah type, you know what I mean? And we pull that guy. At that point, that's when you do it, Lynch. That's when you jump up and you go, man, I need that DB because Uncle Sherm is gone. He gonna be the new Sherm. You know, that's when you pull the trigger on that.
DJ, but it's all the truth. Dude, fam, we're gonna move. I'm gonna tell you what. I think I'm gonna come on back tomorrow. And let's do some more. Because they don't tell what's going to happen between now and schedule time. It's getting crazy up in red and gold land. So I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Oh. All right, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform. Appreciate what you do. You know you're the best at what you do, man. Continue to do it. We love it. We love it as the face.
It's Dion. Appreciate you too, fam. Fam, you see Dion Johnson. You see him in the chat? Click him up. Dion is a man who knows this game of football. Click him up. He's got content. See you tomorrow, fam.
All right, brother.
Yeah. And say hi to Jasmine. Hey, Jazz. And I noticed Daryl Edwards. What's up, fam? Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate that contribution, fam. He's the ultimate 49ers fan, so I just sent you the 49.99. Go Ronbo Niner Nation. Hey, Daryl, remember Niner Empire, because we're more than a nation. We eat empire. We're more than a nation. We eat them up to make them the empire. Niner Empire! More than a nation. We're an empire. Oh! Whew. Thanks, fam. And bring him on in here. Hey, Dre.
No.
Dre,
What's going on?
Dre, I'm glad you called because, see, I have picked out, but your observations are keen and sharp. You look inside where people don't. I have picked out, of course, Deebo Samuel's a no-brainer. People know he's got the potential to be a Pro Bowler. But then when you get to Kendrick Bourne, wait a minute, you and I both agree on him too, though. Okay, Solomon T. I have him on the Ronbo team for 2020. Am I crazy? Can I get a hell yeah, amen? Or do you say, Ronbo, what you been smoking?
Okay,
Dre!
I've been looking at two things in specific the last couple of days: the defensive line depth, how these guys perform, their versatility, and what they bring to the team, and if they can make that, if they can take that next step in Chris Casella's system. Also, one other thing that I was looking at was trying to find a comparison of a receiver that already plays in the NFL to Brandon Ayuk, and I'm going to have some guys surprised. First of all, Solomon Thomas. I looked at a lot of film of him. When he plays in the 3 technique, do you know that his PFF went up to 73.2?
From his 50s, yeah, it jumps, don't it? It's all in positioning. Yeah.
It jumps extremely. And a lot of plays, he was a disruptor to where if it was a running play, he would force the running back to turn and go into a different gap, and that running back would be swallowed up by either Eric Armstead or DeForest Buckner when they were both on the field. He got constant penetration because of his speed. The only thing that hindered him was his size. If he goes from that 280 to about 295, I think he can create, a problem, because when you gain that speed, it really doesn't take away. When you gain that size, it really doesn't take away a lot of speed, especially when you're playing on the defensive line. It's different from being a 3-tech defensive lineman and gaining, 10 or 15 pounds of muscle than it is being a wide receiver or a running back or even a cornerback and gaining 10 or 15 pounds. It's going to slow you up extremely because you have to, run in and out of cuts. You have to run in straight lines. You have to be able to run with the wide receiver or the running back in and out of their progressions, or when the running back is making cuts. So I think that Solomon Thomas progresses, and I think that he could be that guy that gets us 5.5 to 6 sacks, and that is a huge jump. Also, there's a known thing with players in the NFL, and what is that? It's contract year.
And we didn't pick yours up. Yes, that inspires people.
This year has been declining. He is going to be on fire to prove himself. He's a guy that works out with Aaron Donald. He's a guy that works out with Everson Griffin. And I'm not saying that he's going to be like this breakout player, but don't be surprised if Solomon Thomas has 5.5, 6 sacks. It's a significant jump to where.
That's a jump from him, Dre. That's a jump. And if he continues to disrupt the run, that's a huge plus. Whew.
Right. Now, the main guy that I have coming in and making a significant impact is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is he's going to be used as an offensive weapon. I see him lining up at tight end. I see on those downs when he lines up at tight end, George Kittle might stay back and block, and he'll be running routes. I see him
and I'll confuse the D
on the outside. Yeah, I also seen him catching a lot of jump balls. I think Jalen Hurd he could be, 800 yard, 7 touchdown guy easily. I think he just adds another dynamic on the field. I think he's the guy on offense that I think takes a significant jump coming in and just being able to expose defensive backs as soon as he gets on the field. On defense, I already said Solomon Thomas, but I think the guy that really takes a significant jump and is dominant will be DJ Jones.
Yeah.
DJ Jones.
I agree.
DJ Jones.
Should have added him too. I should have him on my own list. He's on the Ronbo team.
Man.
I'm putting him on my team too. DJ's bad.
And you got to look at it like this. A lot of teams, for some reason this year, they lost good centers. For instance, the Cowboys, they lost a Hall of Fame, 7-time Pro Bowl center who was hired.
We're coming to get you, Dak.
It's
call your
going to
mama.
be a problem there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Also, I have to digress. On a lot of guys making the team from those undrafted free agents. Guys, there's not going to be a lot of these guys that make the team. I think, and everybody's talking about Jermichael Hasty. I'm telling you right now, Salvin Ahmed is immensely more talented at running the zone running scheme and stretch run plays. Also, he was Jacob Eason's safety valve. So, I mean, out of all the guys, I think that, he has a better chance of making the squad.
I like that. Dre, boy, I tell you, we got to get Dre one-on-one because Dre's always got plenty. Dre, we got to pull up. You know what? I'm coming back tomorrow, man. Hold that because I want to hear more of it because I know you got some more.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm going and tomorrow I'll announce my comparison to who I think Brandon Ayuk resembles most in the league.
Good.
If you want to, seek it out yourself, go look at an article that was published by Jennifer Lee Chan on the 24th of April, who he said he models his game after. And don't just look at what he said. Go and look at the film and look at the measurables, and you tell me what you see. And shout out to the TNT fan, man. Trent, Big Show, Jerry Chris, Russo, Shay Lewis, my favorite partner, Will, man. All of the guys out there, man. Yeah, man. Brandon Ayuk is...
He's special.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for tomorrow, Dre. Have a good night, fam. Yeah, he's Ayuk. He could surprise. I'm thinking he's gonna come in slowly and then pick it up as he gets the NFL speed. He may come in from day one and just go nuts. Niners Radio. It's Brian. Hey, Brian, you doing, man? And Brian says, "Let's go, Brian." Good hearing from you, fam. Thanks for that contribution as well. Hey, George. Boom, boom, boom,
Ronbo.
boom, boom, boom. George.
Yeah, Ronbo.
Hey.
This year, Ronbo, I think McKinnon's going to have a nice little breakout and contribute. That's Kyle Shanahan's guy.
Yes.
I've seen his videos. He's working out. He's looking good, man. What do you think?
I've been looking for his videos. Where'd you see his video?
They're not like insane workout. It's just him like on the treadmill. It's him doing like stuff with the stretched out bands and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was looking for just the other day. He's gotten bigger, right?
Yeah, he just looks good. He looks.
Right.
I don't think he looks bigger. He just looks in shape, like really in shape.
The
like
dude
hyper
is
in shape. You know what I mean?
He's crazy.
He doesn't
strong.
look all yoked up.
Yeah, because that dude.
So with him and Moser.
Go ahead.
With him and Moser, it's gonna be interesting to see what them two the 1-2 punch that they can come up with. And then also with Hurd coming back too, we don't know what Hurd's gonna be, but if those two guys, I feel like could be our X factors. That's not even bringing up Taylor. We have a lot of X factors, Ronbo. I know we have a lot of X factors in our team.
Oh God! It's just who's gonna come through. Who's gonna get the touches?
Yeah.
Because everybody can't get touches, George.
Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, but Brandon Ayuk, Ronbo, he is gonna be a number one. Like, I know you love Deebo. You think Deebo is going to be a number one. But Deebo is going to be our good number two. And that's perfect. We don't want Deebo to be number one.
No, that's what I said, George. You got a utility man. Deebo is not just a wide receiver. Deebo is anything you want him to be. But If you want action, that's your dude. And in Ayuk, Deebo could set it up for Ayuk all day. I know what you're talking about. I'm right with you.
Yeah, but I want to see Ayuk have at least 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. I'll be satisfied. And then with Deebo, and then I want to see Deebo clean up everything like you're talking about, the jet sweeps, all the reverses. 6, 8 touchdowns. I'll be good.
Solid blocking. Yeah. Deebo's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Deebo and George
And
Kittle, they're the workhorses out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and we can get a nice little 5 touchdowns from Hurd, or George Kittle's gonna do his thing, so we don't got to worry about George Kittle. But just other guys too are gonna contribute. Our run game's gonna be nice. Yeah.
Come together. We'll come together.
Really
Jimmy
solid
G's going to be
Ronbo.
looking a lot better than he did last year, as all quarterbacks do in their second year with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, he's also gonna be challenged too. What I want to see from Garoppolo is I want to see less interceptions, and I want to see more touchdowns. Because look, for the time that we blame him for the interceptions, that's him trying to throw a bomb for us. So let's just give him a break, let him learn. But this year, those one interception games, whatever, let's clean that up and let's blow out these teams and let's go.
So it is, Kyle Shanahan's offense. Matty Ice was notorious for his first year under Shanahan for throwing INTs. Yeah. And even last year, I noticed he was doing that. But it's tough. His system is tough. You don't just come in and just ace it. You got to work it. You got to keep working it. Receivers, they got to get everything right. That's why his offense, when it's right, it's devastating. It'll get there. Give it time. Give it time.
We'll get there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not tripping, Rumble.
No, I know. So you got your breakout players. I think you named Jalen Hurd.
No, McKinnon. I got McKinnon.
No, McKinnon. Sure. I'm sorry, you got McKinnon.
I got Jalen Hurd coming in and being a strong contributor. Like his presence is going to be felt. But I expect Ayuk to come in here and to take the number 1 and run away, and all of us to be like, yeah, that's our guy. That's what I mean? We're going to laugh at the Cowboys because the Cowboys, they did the wrong thing, and they got the shiny toy, but they don't got no defense to complement that. So
we always laugh at the Cowboys, George. No matter what, we laugh at the Cowboys.
Yeah, while everyone's questioning us, we're doing it the right way.
I agree. And it's going to be funny, George, because everybody thinks that we joked ourselves or played ourselves by getting Ayuk instead of getting CD
Lamb,
right?
3 wide receivers?
Yeah. Watch out Ayuk outdo Lamb next year. And why? Because he's got a better offensive system and a better coaching system.
Yes, exactly, Ronbo. And it's just a trickle down effect. You know what I mean? Like the Cowboys, they don't even know what quarterback they're gonna have. You know what I mean? So we're not even worried about that.
I vote for the Red Rifle.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Number 1. And he is the number 1. Like you look at him, his tape in college, he was a number 1 receiver. So it's just what I expect Kyle Shanahan to do too is to scheme him up even more open.
See.
And he kind of reminds me of Odell. So don't kill me for that, but he does. I don't know why. After the catch, that's probably why.
Oh. Beckham's not as tough as Ayuk is after the catch either. That's the Odell goes down the first person hits him.
If I do one-handed catches, Ronbo, I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh man, me, you and me.
If I do little big old minutes, one-handed catches, whoa!
George, we gotta go. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, man. I'll catch up with you.
You too, man. Night. But it's fun to breakout players. We got a pretty good selection so far. Hey, it's dollar bill. What? Have I got something missing? Will. Will, you were the only man. You know, you still, you're on top of the throne. You were the man who told everybody to hush about them wide receivers, man. We need Javon Kinlaw. And we said, Will, man, you need to relax, get some more rest. You're stressing yourself out. You done lost your mind. And sure enough, Will had his finger on the pulse of Santa Clara, Javon Kinlaw. Will, and rookies, I don't know about rookies breakout in their first season. Rookies don't get that term because you need to be around for a year before you break out. So that's why I was tell George, you can't call Ayuk a breakout player because he's got to come in and establish himself first. And then after that, if he breaks out, we can measure it from the first year, right? So, Will, with that being the criteria, how you going to do? Who's your breakout?
My breakout, man, is hard to say because it's so much talent that we done added to the team. But I tell you what, I know Kinlaw is going to contribute to this defense. You're going to see a difference in that defensive line with him on that line. But I might have to say it's Ayuk, man. I think Ayuk is going to have a breakout season, man. I think he's going to come in, man, and he's going to be a huge difference maker, especially when you got Jalen Hurd and Trent Taylor coming back. It's going to add a more explosive dynamic to this offense. And I see Kyle using Ayuk in many ways, not only in the passing game, but also with jet sweeps as well. So now when you have...
It's good way to get started, too.
Yeah. So now that you have Deebo and Ayuk out there at the same time, if Ayuk went on the field, everybody would know. In case of a reverse come, Deebo won't get the ball. But if you got Ayuk and Deebo out there, you ain't gonna know which one gonna get the ball in this week. You don't know. You don't know who's gonna get the ball in them RPOs. You don't know who gonna. I mean, you really don't know, man. I mean, Kyle just added another piece to confuse defenses. Defensive schemes. They gonna be confused, more confused than they was last year.
And Will, I just drew up a play from what you just said. If I got Deebo and I got Ayuk zooming off opposite ends, and I'm gonna have Jerick McKinnon stand there, any one of my running backs, Mostert, what am I saying? Have Mostert stand there as if he's gonna block. What really is, it's a draw play in disguise. Bennett, there they go. Oh! Jimmy hands the ball off to Mostert. He's got 30 yards of real estate of nobody there. Touchdown, Niners!
I'm telling you. Ayuk and Deebo at the same time with Kittle.
They gonna scare people
and Hurd, man. You really ain't gonna get that ball, man. You gonna obviously think it's a pass play, and then boom, you give it to Mostert. It's a 40-yard touchdown run.
That's what what's his name did in Baltimore last year. Over and over. They hid the ball so well. You had no idea where that ball was until Jackson just all of a sudden just took off. Give it to a running back, same thing's going to happen? I see that play coming, Will, already.
And it's one characteristic that I like about Ayuk. When Ayuk gets the ball, when he catches the ball, his speed doesn't slow down. It's like when he snags the ball out the air, he like if he's running 20-some miles per hour and he catches the full ball, once he hits his hand, he's still going 20 miles per hour. He's not the type of receiver that slows down to catch the ball. He just rips it out of the air, and then boom, he's gone. That's
one got great hands.
I like about.
It's great hands.
Especially with them long arms.
Yeah.
But overall, Ronbo, like I said, man, if everybody, DJ Jones, Jalen Hurd, Trent Taylor, D4, if all them guys stay healthy, all this coming up season, if they stay healthy, all 16 games, 17 games now, going into the playoffs, this team is going to be better than they was last year.
Oh, easily.
If D4 wouldn't miss those last 5-6 games last year, that deep line would have been even better. I'm talking about more than 6 sacks. I'm telling you, Ronbo, if all of these guys could just stay healthy, nobody on the injury report. We crossing our fingers.
That's real hard to do, but still.
Yeah, it's hard to do. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, if those guys can remain healthy all season next year.
And remember your new left tackle, boy. Ooh, that's gonna be an advantage.
Jimmy can sleep now on his left side because ain't nobody coming off that left side now. I'm telling you that right now. McGlinchey, you better tighten your ass up on that right side because Trent, we ain't gonna handle his side. McGlinchey, you tighten up on your side, man, in the right guard position. Whoever gets it, either Compton or Brunskill or whoever gonna feel in that spot. Get it together, man, and Jimmy can sit back and he can just count. He can just count until somebody is open. and he can rocket that ball in there, and we can put up 40, 50 points a game. If
Mm-hmm.
that offensive line can hold up all season long,
Hey.
I know the left side going to hold up, but if the right side, it's a wrap. Jimmy G
And
gonna
we'll
be
underline that because everybody's always crying about Jimmy G ain't got no deep ball. Well, hell, if he had time to throw the deep ball, you'd be surprised. If he's got an offensive line can hold, that long
Right.
route can develop, watch what happens next. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I've
man.
seen him
But
throw that deep ball when he was in New England. So,
oh, look, if you get that man time to throw that deep ball, trust me, it's gonna fall right in the bucket. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'll listen to Dre and all them guys and Dion about. I think Dion said something about Solomon Thomas too. But the Solomon Thomas, yeah, he better do something this year. He better, because I'm tired of him being on this team and contributing. He better do something this year. He better. I'm counting on him, man, because I really believe. Because John Lynch said he got a big role for him. So if he got a big role for him, he need to fulfill it, and he need to do his job. So
faith in him, Will. Have faith in him. We got to pull up, Will. I will look for you tomorrow, fam. We'll do some more. All right?
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to my
Thanks, man.
TNT family, player partner Dre, Trey Trez, Big Show, Bruce, all them guys, man. Shout out to the Ronbo Sports Fan Club. And, hey, man, Super Bowl 55, Tampa Bay, Florida. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won't be in it because it'll be the 49ers versus to be announced. All right, Ronbo.
Thanks, Will. Have a good night. And like Will says, if
Thank
this
you.
team stays healthy, there is no team in the NFL that can stop them. That's just the bottom line. We are no longer the prey. We are the predators. J1, come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, man, I'm just sitting out here. I'm looking at my breakout boys of the year. Some names have been, I forgot about DJ Jones. That was just brought up. Jalen Hurd, he is eligible for that spot. And, of course, Deebo's already going to be a guy that's going to bust out even beyond what he did. Took him half a year to get started. Now we know what he can do. And, again, as I say, getting the ball in the Super Bowl. And anyway, and then my boy Solomon T. So yeah, we got Solomon T's already on the list. Deebo, of course, is on the list. DJ Jones, Jalen Hurd. Who you got, Jay? Who's your breakout player?
I'm gonna go with Deebo. You know what I'm saying? I think Deebo gonna come with a chip on his shoulder. He's gonna show out. As long as he stay healthy, I think he's gonna show out next year because he's got something to prove. You know, he's gonna try to pull that number one spot. You know, ever since Emmanuel Sanders is gone, he's gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, hold it down, and he's gonna try to come even harder. You know what I'm saying? He was making plays last year. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Bourne, this dude been working this whole off season. You know what I mean?
I forgot to
I've
mention
been
him. He's on my
seeing
team. Yes.
videos. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I think Kendrick Bourne gonna have a good season as well. You know what I'm saying? This man been working his ass off. But you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't seen no videos of Dante Pennis or nothing.
Wait,
you know
Jay,
what I'm
what
saying?
did you said Dante? You said Dante what?
Pennis. Whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even work
And you know, he didn't. He didn't mean to call him that either. I ain't gonna repeat it. Oh God! But you know,
Yeah.
Dante, we all the hate he's getting, and he blocking people on his social media. You know, it may be creating a fire in that boy. Jay, he may come back and just light the field up.
Exactly, and he ain't working, man. He should. Him and the receiving crew should have got together. I know this coronavirus is going on, but I mean, at the same time, man, he ain't even working out, man. He ain't even seeing no videos of. I've seen Deebo. I've seen George Kittle. I've seen
Jay,
KB working.
maybe
I ain't
he's
seen
trying
the
to
video
fool
of
us.
this dude even not even catching football. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on, B? You just sitting there just chilling? Man, come on. It's the season about to start. You know what I'm saying? We're 6 minutes from the Super Bowl, and this dude ain't working. You got everybody working.
Jay,
This dude.
it's covert. He's working out undercover after dark. out there sweating,
Yeah.
glistening, running routes.
Okay.
I don't know who's running his quarterback. Dante's busy. I'm telling y'all, busy. He's busy. Dante eating them
That's
cookies.
what I'm saying. Like, man, come on, man. All these dudes is working. They working. They bust off. And I ain't seen this man break a sweat. He ain't commenting nothing. He ain't saying nothing. This dude, you know what I'm saying? I guess he ashamed of himself. He got his
There you
head
go.
looking down. He ain't keeping his head up. Something, cause dude ain't doing nothing. He gonna end up getting his spot taken. He seen that they drafted RU. He sad. His feelings hurt. He taking his football and going home. He ain't, you know, he ain't man enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's what,
Every block had one of them kids, man. God. Okay, I don't want to play no more. Oh, go ahead, take your ball and go. Ain't nobody needs you.
yeah.
Anybody else bring another ball?
Exactly.
No, man, we ain't nobody got no ball.
Yeah, so
God.
you know what I'm saying. I think he gonna mess around and get cut. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we got Jalen Hurd. He coming. He's gonna come on the scene. We got Trent Taylor. All these boys gonna come. They coming back. Even I seen Trent Taylor working. That's what I'm saying. I
That's what
seen he even him working.
that's what you're
You
supposed
know,
to do, Jay. I don't know what Dante be doing.
exactly.
Yeah. And
Man, I
but
don't
Dante's
either,
gonna
dog.
he's
And
not gonna
that's
put any
what I'm saying.
footage
He
up.
gonna find himself off a team. That's what he gonna find himself. He gonna be off the team, and he gonna be in free agency. He gonna be looking for a team to be looking for him. They're gonna be like, "No, we don't want to do. He's too soft." You know what I'm saying? We need. That's what I'm saying. But it's cool. We don't need him on the team anyway. He's soft, and we need dogs. Like I said, we need players that's gonna make plays, catch the football, score touchdowns. We
And
need them
run
kind of
routes
cats.
across the
We don't
middle.
need no.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need no soft, Charmin, you know what I'm saying, Twinkie looking dude, you know what I'm saying? We need some dudes that
Well,
we
we,
gonna be able to
people gonna
ball
sit.
out.
Jay, you got to be careful, man. People gonna like even we know Dante's out watching. He's had enough of us, right? People gonna be sending him this video. Dante, man, they talked about you like you had a tail today. Who? Oh man, don't give me that. Oh, don't send me these. Okay, I'm blocking you
Yeah,
next.
your feelings hurt, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I did like the player, but I'm like, man, what's up, man? He ain't out there. All he do grinding. They balling. Even though they might not have a season, they still out there training, trying to get ready for the season, trying to just start this whole another
Jay,
run
that's
again.
you know
And we
how
saying
hard it
he
is
ain't
to make
making.
the NFL. This is why when you grow up as a privileged child, this can happen to you, and Dante did, and that's part of his problem. So he's got to overcome that. Anyway, Jay, we got to go though,
Yeah,
fam.
man.
Hey, I'm gonna see you
Yes,
tomorrow. We'll be
sir.
back, huh?
All right, Ronbo, you have a good one. Have a good night, brother.
You
Bless
too,
you.
fam. Thanks, Jay. Good night, fam. Yeah.
Good night.
Hey, Ellis.
Ronbo, what's up, fellas?
Ellis, man, we always look down through the players, and there's been some names mentioned tonight. Breakout potential. You already know Deebo's going to be top of that list. We got Kendrick Bourne's on there. I put Solomon T in the mix. Somebody mentioned Jerick McKinnon already. Several other players. I mean, I do believe. Yeah. Hey, Ellis, who are you looking at and spotlighting and thinking they may be all that in a bag of chips?
Man, I feel like KB. I feel like KB's coming for the throne.
Mm-hmm.
He about to come get busy this year. I mean, Deebo kind of already. Deebo broke out really on his rookie year to me, and he almost had
Kind of.
1,000 yards on his rookie season.
Because
So
he did have two
I mean,
seasons.
you can
Yeah.
pretty much consider that like a breakout year. So I don't. He's already gotten his his cherry busted in that aspect. You know what I mean? But KB has yet to really get that significant season with success and getting big yards. And the way that I'm seeing him train and how he's been doing his thing, and then I know Quan just kind of came in. I think the last maybe week and a half or 2 weeks, been training with him, man, and they've been just going hard. I feel like he's in another mindset now, and he already was really good, man. I always liked KB even when he first got there, with us, and he was making these spectacular catches just out of nowhere. And I'm like, man, who the hell is this kid, man, with this big smile. You know what I mean? You see him cheesing. You see him. You see him smiling ear to ear. I really like that about him. You know what I mean? I always seen a light in him. You know what I'm saying? So I think KB's gonna have a spectacular year, man. And then I feel like Brandon Ayuk is going to have a breakout year, kind of like Deebo did. I
Two
don't
halves,
see him getting
first
any
season
less than,
start, second half, yeah, probably.
I really feel like that, and I feel like he's going to be. I don't think it's just going to be at the wide receiver position. I think Kyle's going to move him to kickoff and punt return. Maybe he'll be trading some. If Trent Taylor ends up being healthy, and him and Trent can he can switch up with the two of those guys and give them reps. And Brandon Ayuk's going to be good. He's going to be doing well, not just in the receiver position, but also in special teams, which is where we was really lackluster. I think we were probably. I mean, shit, did we even get a punt return or a kickoff return last year? I don't recall.
Nothing all the way, not coast to coast, nope.
That's what I'm saying. So I think Kyle's gonna, take Richie, and I feel like Richie's gonna do something somewhere else. But I feel like it's because of the saturation of this talent. If we get Trent Taylor back and Jalen Hurd back, there is going to be no more Richie James, and then probably if it's a toss-up between him or both, actually it might be him and Dante Pettis that might be getting getting cut or and just we have to move forward, man, because we got too much talent, and those guys are going to be able to shine, man. I don't want to totally close the door on either of them, but we won't be able to have all those receivers and be able to really everybody will be able to get the touches that they deserve so I'm looking forward to those two guys, man, to definitely have a breakout. I don't know what Solomon T is going to do. I would like to see this is the thing. I actually seen Solomon doing some work, unbeknownst to a lot of us, just because maybe he wasn't getting all of the
spotlight,
all of the good looks in the camera shots. He was wreaking some havoc in there. You know what I mean? And he's strong and he's quick off the ball and. Solomon T's not all that bad. He just hadn't been able to get really his production up, kind of what we're seeing with Dante. But see, this is a moment where because he's, didn't get the fifth-year option pickup, it's all systems go right now. So,
Ellis, I just want to piggyback on that.
With you.
I just want to piggyback on that real
Go
quick.
ahead, family.
I just realized too. Solomon, when he first came in, he wasn't playing with a all-star cast that he's playing with now, right? We noticed him more in that rookie year until we came up with the All-Pro 3 of what am I saying? All-Pro 3, All-Pro 4. Until we had Defoe, Nick, and Eric busted out, went buck wild last year. You did notice Solomon. Now, he may, with DeForest sliding out, he may slide back into the spotlight a little better. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I feel confident, man, in Solomon T, man. I just if he doesn't end up though, putting up the performances that we need, then obviously we'll be moving forward. But I mean, it is what it is. This is the game of football. We can't sit around and wait for everybody to kind of develop. I mean, that's why the first couple of years these guys had those opportunities. But he will get his chance, and he's going to take advantage of it, or he's not. It's one or the other. You know what I mean? But I don't know. As far as like I think Jimmy's going to do a lot greater. I feel like Jimmy's going to he's going to up the ante and it really
Jimmy G, right?
himself this other. Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. And I wore a Jimmy G for sure, man. With Trent coming in, that offensive line is about to be so much more confident just in the line themselves, individually, knowing they got Trent there. It's going to give them an extra boost of encouragement as well, and not to mention Jimmy and his confidence in the pocket and, not feeling so threatened all the time, you know what I mean, in those high-pressure situations. And it's going to open up wide open for him, man. So I'm feeling good. But, I was going to say, though,
we got to pull up there, Ellis.
There was that thing.
Real quick, because we're out of time. Go ahead, real quick, because we're out of time. Go ahead.
Yeah, you heard about that Joe Staley injury settlement, right?
Oh yeah, and we went through that yesterday, right? Joe Staley may be held in limbo.
And Richard Sherman possibly it's under the wraps right now. But I seen an article they were talking about that we might be trying to get Richard, depending on what his performance is at the end of the season. We might be trying to retain him for another year or two. So
There you
we'll
go.
see what
That's
ends
it.
up
Yeah.
happening.
All right,
Right
fam.
on, family.
See you
As
tomorrow,
always, man,
Ellis.
y'all. Yeah. Shout out to Ronbo Sports, man, and all y'all out there, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit that. It ain't gonna take you but a millisecond, man, and hit that like. And
Thanks, Ellis.
much love to you, Ronbo, as always.
Thanks,
family.
fam. Back at you. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night.
All right.
And Team G 209. Thanks, G Block. Give a shout out to my boy and give a shout out to A Avatar. What's up? Thanks, G. All right. Eric code is in 209. Hello. 209. 209. Dimitri Tyler says Solomon 5 sacks max. Maybe. But if he gets 5 or 6 in that defensive line, whew, I'm going to be delighted. Hey, 209, hello.
Hello?
Yes. And what is your name, please?
What's up?
Yeah, yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, wow. Shit, my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was me. I was in the call for how long.
What is
Sorry.
your name?
Yeah, it's Nick.
Nick. Sup, Nick?
Nick Hernandez.
Nick Hernandez. Hey,
Yeah.
Nick.
First
Hey,
time
Nick.
calling, but I've been listening to you for a while, bro. Really appreciate you, Ronbo.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you getting in here, too, man, introducing yourself. So, Nick, you probably, if you know about what we're talking about tonight, we're looking at, like, breakout players of this year. We had a few names
Breakout
already
players?
mentioned. Yeah. You know, because on my own list, I got Deebo, of course, is like everybody's breakout player next year. But then I added KB, Solomon T. Somebody's mentioned Jerick McKinnon. Jimmy G just got mentioned. DJ Jones, his name has come up. Nick, who did we leave out, man? Who do you got?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, those are great names. I've been watching KB since time was it Eastern Washington with Cooper Kupp.
Oh
Man,
man,
when we got him as an undrafted free agent, I was hella happy. But I mean, DJ, that's the thing, man. Last year, could you imagine having DJ Jones with Ronald Blair?
Yes, and that would have been it in the Super Bowl. Just Jones and Blair, just to add a little more heat on that defense because Mahomes did.
Their run stuffers.
Yeah, and that running back did get us toward the end of the game. Sorry.
Yeah, it hurts to think about it. So it hurts, but now our team is built. It's not a one and done year. We're not like the Eagles.
Nah.
We're coming back. We're building a dynasty. Building an empire.
22 guys
Literally
coming back.
building an empire.
Yeah, we got all kind of guys coming back. We lost 2 guys, and for Joe Staley was slowing down. Nick, what do? You pick up Trent Williams.
Exactly. Yes.
And he knows the system. Oh.
And you see how happy he looks to be a part of our team. That's the thing, man. It's one thing to have great players and some dogs, but to have players that want to be a part of this culture, come on now, that's family.
Hey, and Ayuk, we don't know we have an Ayuk, but Emmanuel Sanders, that's probably going to bite because he had experience and he helped Deebo and Kendrick and some of the other youngsters come along. But they got enough. They could keep moving forward and they can teach Ayuk, So I like what
you've seen the maturity. You've seen the maturity in the wide receiver locker room once Sanders stepped in, and you just man, I feel like they didn't drop a ball. Like maybe once or twice, but nothing compared to when he wasn't there.
The routes became better.
Not
they became more efficient. They were executing better. Everything was getting better and better. So I wanted him back. Can't afford him. Man. But who you got? You looking at anybody else on the roster? Trent Taylor, maybe?
As far as breakout players,
Jalen Hurd was mentioned too.
Man. The thing about our team, and this is a great thing, we have a lot of good problems. We have a huge wide receiver core where it's going to be it's going to be a competition. But those are good problems to have on a team like this.
Ain't it? If you get emotional though, you get become real bros with some of them, then they gotta be because we're gonna come to that this year, Nick.
No.
Every year we know who's going pretty much, but this year it's gonna be some feelings hurt. I know it.
Yeah, there's gonna be some feelings hurt. The thing I was looking at, I think it was yesterday on the call with Jared Maven. I'm not sure what his true position is because he is a safety, but he
DB.
can play corner.
Yeah, he can.
He's a DB. He's a DB. We'll see how it goes. I would like to see him compete for a Jaquiski Tart spot to put us in competition because I like Ward. I like Ward up top. Ward's a ball hawk.
Yeah.
But
well, not only that, Ward reads pretty well. He reads like a veteran, you know.
Yeah.
Nick, you know what?
In his one season where he's healthy, come on, look at him. He was top 10, top 5 safety.
Yeah. You couldn't throw out there. Jimmy had it covered. I tell you, Nick, you mentioned Kwaski. Could he be a candidate for Breakout Player of the Year? Because if Kwaski does good,
I hope so.
Somebody's going to have to pay him. Us or somebody else. But he's going to be out there starring next year. I got a feeling. I mean, he was good last year, but he was a quiet kind of good. Him and Jimmy, they were kind of a quiet kind of good. But if you throw on them, they would have snake bit you real quick. And people think just because they didn't get thrown on or they didn't have a lot of INTs that they weren't doing nothing. Oh, they were sorely mistaken. That quarterback looked up and he seen coverage. That's why he didn't throw, and that's why he got his butt sacked. Aaron Donald, ask him. Aaron didn't find no targets, and when he did, he got picked off in the playoffs. That secondary was mean. Oh!
Yeah, it was. And, man, I'm not going to lie. I remember as soon as Jimmy got traded to us, me and my friend we were hyped because that was the guy we wanted. And, seeing him in the system, Jimmy, I hate that. I hate the hate that Jimmy gets, man. He gets hate more than any quarterback I've seen growing up, like crazy, dude.
And he almost passed for 3,000 yards. Nobody cared about that. All they cared about was the INTs. We hate him. Those INTs. That's it. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Somehow Dak's a hero, but Jimmy's just a question. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Dak.
I really don't get it.
God, Dak. You know what? Dak's got no center this year. Watch Dak go down in a heap. This is why Jerry Jones don't want to pay his butt. He went and got the red rifle. I mean, what? What do you do?
Someone said it best. I understand both parties. I mean, that's Cowboys. Who gives a crap about the Cowboys? I understand both parties. Dak's winning, but I wouldn't pay him. He played against the Eagles and he couldn't put up a touchdown. He has Cooper, Gallup, Elliott, and an O-line like that. You can't score a touchdown.
Zeke. Come on, man. $140 million?
Yeah.
Oh, no, hell no.
Nah.
I'm paying him no $140 million. He ain't worth no $140 million. And if he thinks he is, he can go somewhere else and get it. I would.
I'd say the biggest thing for us I want to look out for this year is definitely the interior O-line for us, our guards especially. I mean, I like Lincoln. Who's our other guard? Like, is it Garland right now?
Garland's like the center. But you know what? Yeah. That's going to be something to watch. Yeah, Nick, we're out of time. Nick, get in here tomorrow, man. I'm coming back tomorrow. I'll look for you, all right?
Yeah, no, I'm hyped. This is cool, man. This is the first time I actually ever joined the call. I have a friend that's been in here.
All right.
He told me to hop in here, and thank you, Ronbo. Really, I've been watching for the show for a while, man. I really appreciate this.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that too, man. Do you want to say what? Let's not make this a long absence. Get on in here. I say I'll be back tomorrow looking for you. All right.
I'm down.
All right, fam. Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Ronbo.
Thank you.
You too.
And let's go check out Jamel.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Jamel, man, we're just shopping through our guys. And Jamel, we got to be careful of tonight. Don't leave anybody out. I just realized, Nick just mentioned the offensive lineman. Trent Williams can't have a breakout year. He's a 6-time year Pro Bowler, right? Lincoln Tomlinson is eligible.
Right.
And for our center, Weston Richburg. Weston Richburg. Hey, and who knows? Brunskill could be just terribly tough this year. And Mike McGlinchey. I'm going to put Mike McGlinchey on my book. Jamel, who you got as a breakout player this year?
Man, as you were going through the some of the players, and that's just the line. So I have no idea. when I get off here, I'm gonna go online and look at all the players, undrafted players, our pick. What's his name?
Ayuk and Javon Kinlaw. But but Jamel,
man.
those guys are rookies, and I don't look at them as having a breakout. They're going to come in and establish themselves first as stars, right? So I'm looking at them coming in a different category.
Right.
But guys that have been here and have done some work already, are they going to elevate their game to the point we say breakout? Kendrick Bourne.
Oh,
Jared
I know
McKinnon.
the name just came to mind. My man, KB.
I already got him on my list. KB for sure.
Yeah,
Kendrick.
that was on my list because I remember it was the 17. It was one game that we were playing, and it seemed like every time who was it, Jimmy or Hoyer was throwing the ball, it's Bourne, and you hear the commentator go, and he's breaking the big yards, and all you hear the commentator say, Bourne, Bourne, Bourne.
Kendrick.
Kenny Bourne, there he is again, Bourne. I said, this dude's special as hell. Watch out for him.
True.
This
He's been
upcoming
sporadic.
season.
But honestly, and I'm a huge Kendrick fan, he's been sporadic. Kendrick can go like 2 or 3 weeks and just make you look like he's an MVP or like Pro Bowler, right? And then he'll have his lapses.
Right.
But he got consistent last year, second half of the season. I think Kendrick had maybe one drop, one questionable move, and he made one mistake in the Super Bowl. But Kendrick, I think he found himself because he had all kind of talent. He's just got to harness it, stay focused,
right,
and keep doing what he does. And I think that year is going to be this year because that boy got skills.
Yeah, and also just remember now he's got him and Jimmy Garoppolo have chemistry together now in the off season.
Yep.
So that's why I believe and Jimmy's gonna have a huge year now when he's looking out with this thing going on, coronavirus. He can him and his guys, get the timing down and everything. And now they all have their experience. I have a year under Kyle Shanahan system, which is complicated as it is anyway.
Takes a while. Yeah.
Next year, because I remember Atlanta, their first year under Kyle
was there,
and he was the and he was the coordinator. That was Pat Quinn squad. But anyway, him being the coordinator and everything, I saw his first year. Matty Ice didn't do so hot. The next year,
terrible.
He killed it.
MVP status immediately.
Yep,
timing,
he did.
everything. The
fact,
timing
he did
was
with MVP.
yes. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's what. And when it's right, when that offense is right, there's nothing the defense can do. Hey, Jamel, you remember that playoff game with the Green Bay Packers and Atlanta just beat the brakes off of them after you got through beating the Hawks to pieces? It's going to put up 40 points on Hawks.
I remember that.
Remember what's his name? What's that blonde dude that played for the Packers? Matthews. Matthews says after the game was over, he says, you know what? He didn't even need an offensive line. There was nothing we could do. So that's what I'm saying. When you talk about Kyle Shanahan's offense running right, timing routes and everything's done right, it's 1, 2, 3. That ball's coming out. Receivers in the right spot. Go, go, go. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. And the defense is sitting there. What? Whoa. See, that is in the future. And we got the right kind of receivers.
Yes,
man. So I'm looking forward to that. So
yes, I am.
Mentioned Kendrick. Who else you like?
So I like Kendrick. I said Kendrick. Who was some of the other receivers again? Oh, Trent Taylor. Let's see what he got when he come in.
I agree. Yeah. If he's healthy, as bad as he wants to play, yeah. And he's got to be fired up.
Also, and Mr. Little Dante, I really don't know about you. So you say you're going to bring it, you better bring it. It's going to be, like I said,
Jamel hasn't said that.
For Friday.
Dante hasn't said that. Dante hasn't said a word. Dante's mad because people keep I look for Dante to shut down the social media system, all of them, soon. Because people be sending Dante tapes of other players working out and trying to get hard.
Wow.
And Dante, he displays a plate full of cookies. Oh, Dante, you bring this on yourself, Dante. You put some cookies in what? Come on. Okay.
He is out of here. Nah, he is out of here. Y'all know one thing, you better bring it because everybody else is. The rookie's bringing it. Our 1 year players are bringing it now. Deebo Samuel, he's gonna do his thing. Chandler's gone, but now that's why we bring in Brandon or you. So
there you go. All right.
But you better bring it. Otherwise, you'll be gone, brother.
He knows. He might know. Wait, Jamel, we're gonna see. Jamel, we're gonna see. I gotta go. Want to see tomorrow? Okay.
All right, got you.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right, now, yep. Good night.
And I keep seeing Greenlaw's name, Greenlaw Kinlaw. You know, here's the thing. I would say Greenlaw, but Greenlaw's one of those guys we're talking about as rookies. He came in and just broke out. Greenlaw owns the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson wants nothing more to do with Greenlaw. When you look at all the plays that he made that directly affected Russie Wilson, it's just funny. And Russell Wilson's one of his heroes when he's in college because he says he's undersized and he's getting work done in the NFL. So what's Greenlaw do? He comes in and he works his little undersized butt off. And then Wilson's got it right. He's got somebody open the right. Oh, Greenlaw picks it off. And Hollister's got that ball at the goal. And Dre Greenlaw just made the only kind of tackle he could make to save this game. Greenlaw didn't go low, he went high. He kept Hollister from crossing the goal line. 49ers are going to win this game and win the number 1 seed in the NFC West. Meanwhile, Seahawks fans, man, you guys cheated, man. Look at that. That was a pass interference on Fred Warner in the end zone. Man, okay, listen, I love history like this. Pick and Pop says, hey, Pick and Pop. I like that. I've never seen that one before. Bam. Boom, boom. Thanks for having that contribution. Hey, IB.
Ronbo. How you feeling tonight?
Oh, great, fam. I'm having fun with this, man. We just break out players. Because if you write on this, you can talk major poo-poo later on in the season, right?
Read the report cards later, right?
Yes, indeed, Ain't gonna get no D's. All B's. It's like moms. I brought them that D on the report card. The punishment was just as bad for a D as it was an F. I said, moms, this class was kind of rough. You coming home every day and you're going out there playing ball. You go bring your little butt home and you go get your homework and you go study. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, man.
It worked, though. I straightened up. Mom couldn't stop a dude from playing no ball. If I got to work hard in class, I'll work hard in class. No problem.
Right.
But, hey, IB, we're talking about breakout players tonight, man. What do you got?
Man, listen, my breakout player for this year, if everything what everybody is saying is true, all these offensive players going to have a great year this year, then my breakout player is Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is gonna have a great year, bro. Every year he gets better within our system. Mm-hmm. If Kendrick Bourne is gonna have a breakout year, then it's got to be from the man passing the ball to him.
There you go.
If Deebo's gonna have another great year, it's got to be from my man Jimmy Garoppolo. If Ayuk is gonna be this star player that we foresee him to be, it's got to be coming from Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes.
And then not only that, if this offensive line is intact like the way that it's designed to be right now, with Trent Williams and hopefully McGlinchey has a better year this year, and we can get Brunskill up in there and figure out what's going on at center, then this man going, like we said a couple callers back, he's gonna have that time. He he'll have a little bit more familiarity and all of that, and that security, man. But on the flip side of that, on the flip side of the ball, I say Fred Warner. We've seen glimpses, but now we're so focused on this D line and what's going to happen in the secondary. Fred gets to sit back and do what he's taught to do now. You know what I'm saying? The
Fred breaking
linebackers
out,
are
though.
intact.
He breaks out any
Well,
further. My God.
yeah, I believe so because we've seen it. We've seen what Quan can do. We've seen what even the goofball Reuben Foster can do as far as linebackers in our system.
Ruben was killing it too when he did that last year too, and when he
You know
didn't
what
get
I'm
hurt.
saying?
Yeah.
And Fred was loose his first year. So in last year he played a different role. So this year I could see Fred playing a hybrid a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But it's gonna be interesting, man. It's a lot of players, man, that I'm hoping is going to break out, and I love to see Bourne. Bourne's one of my favorite receivers, and nobody was talking about him his first year, really. You know what I'm saying? Until last year, you know what I'm saying?
Big Show was saying nothing but bad things about him, and he's a mediocre receiver. Oh, come on, give me! Oh no, that boy is better than
game
average.
speed.
Yes.
It's his game speed because he's so quick to the ball, but then he doesn't get that burst after the catch. You know what I'm saying? So it sometimes it can be like the gift and the curse, but the guy is dependable, bro.
Yes.
He's consistent and he's dependable.
He gets in and out of a route.
Every
on the
time.
49ers squad, he is the quickest in and out of a route. That's why
And
he makes
takes
all
a
those
hit.
kind of plays. Exactly. And yeah, he
takes
cared
a
about
hit.
Kendrick ain't worried about that hit. And he never gets hurt, IB. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that boy that took some serious shots, too.
Yeah, man. Hey, Sherm is another one this year, man, because, he's been progressing. What we saw last year, Sherm, was he had his legs under him, but he wasn't used to being able to get to certain places, and he got himself out of position. I'm hoping Sherm comes back a little bit smarter. He plays a little bit more diligent. And Sherm knows that he can depend on guys. I know that they're going to change the system up. I think cover 3 was a little bit easier for him because he don't have to he can get lost in that zone a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But Sherm going to safety is not realistic. Not for the 49ers.
No.
You got to be able to hit. You got to be able to hit, and you got to be able to have speed to come down right after that linebacker, bro.
Downhill type was coming down, too. I'm coming down, too. You got to drop him. Like that shot that you see Jimmy put on Mahomes in the Super Bowl. So that's got to be a normal thing.
But I don't care what nobody say. I want to be the first one on your show tonight to say Jimmy G gonna have the breakout year this year. Man. That's my take.
All right.
You know what I mean? I gotta go with my guy.
I support him 100% on that, IB. We got to go. I'm going to look for you tomorrow, fam.
Yeah, you know.
All right, fam.
All right, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you,
have
IB.
a good night.
You too.
Already. Yep.
And I'm noticing, and Pick and Pop, man, Pick and Pop's got a whole library of fun stuff. I got to save those. Pick and Pop, thanks, fam. Oh, man. Yeah, is it Green Law? What is that? Did I just mention? Hey, here he comes. Shalee. Oh. Shalee.
Hey, Ronbo.
Shalee, man. No, tonight, Shalee, Monday Night Raw. Although we're all in agreement until Big Show calls up. Everybody's in agreement of Kendrick Bourne being on that list of breakout player candidates. Jimmy G's been at it now a couple of times. Kendrick Bourne, as I mentioned, Jerick McKinnon, DJ Jones, and Solomon T. Shaleo. Oh, Solomon, this is his year. You can see Solomon now at the end of the season walking down the aisle. They got the king's robe on him, the crown on his head, the lights, the pageantry, the sparkling. And Solomon T. comes to the banner and says, guys, I don't know that all this was necessary. All I did was my job. I had a few problems early on, but come on, this is really too much. Chanel, who's your breakout player candidate?
Before we get to that, I just want to say the Red Rifle has arrived in Dallas. How about the Lambs? How about them Seahawks? And last but not least, how about them Oakland, Las Vegas, Raider Joes?
Oh, God. It's fun to laugh
All
at
right,
all these people. Oh, God.
Oh, they're jokes.
Yeah.
Let's get down to 49er football. The most improved player, I think, is going to be Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yep. Hey, there's 3 votes. It's 4 votes at least for Jimmy already tonight. And yes, he's got
Because
to.
he has more time. He has more time in the pocket to throw it now.
Yep.
He doesn't have to be rushed anymore.
Yeah.
He's got a good pocket. He could stay in there. And Trent Williams is one of those guys that he'll go hard for his quarterback.
Oh, we've seen him. I got to still see that spin move people are talking about. Was Evan Ingram? Is that the guy in San Diego? Him and Joey Bosa. Somebody said Trent's out there putting spin moves. As you know, how some edge rushers, they put a spin move. Trent be spinning with the dude. Can you imagine a wall in front of you as you come out of your spin because they spin with you? Bam! Oh, dang. Dude, you weigh 300 pounds. Who taught you how to move like that?
He's a good player, Rumbo.
I can't wait.
He's a very good player. Good for Kyle's system.
I tell you what, he
blocking.
knows Kyle's system too. That's the thing. You don't have to teach him anything. A few things, probably verbiage or something, but that ain't going to take long. I can't wait. Oh, running to the left side.
But Rumbo, you know what? We have to get rid. Hello?
I'm listening. I know what you're going to say. You're not going to put Dante Pettis on your breakout season name?
It's breaking up on me. Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, Melvin Ingram. Sorry, Richard. Hey.
It's lagging a little bit.
Shalil, can you still hear? Can you not hear me yet?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Anyway, Shalil, you were about to say who your breakout players were for 2020.
I think KB, Jimmy Garoppolo, and you're going to see more of K1.
Oh, good one. Good one. But you know, he's already so good. I don't know where he's going to break out. Somebody said Fred Warner too. But these guys are already excellent. If they go above what they're doing now, oh man.
Rumbo, he was missing a lot of tackles in the Super Bowl. I think you're going to see a well-polished version of K1. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
You know, his injury affected him a little bit, you know. But
did he get hurt? He was hurt a little while last year.
Yeah, he was.
What was
hurt.
the injury?
I think it was a quadricep.
It was a leg injury then. Oh, yeah.
Pec.
Okay. That would ruin.
Pec. It was a pec.
Oh, I was thinking. You know, what I was thinking about. I was thinking about K'Wan Williams. You're thinking about Quan Alexander. Yeah.
Quan.
You know, yeah. If he stays healthy, he's always going to be good. Quan normally plays with something hurting, but if he can not hurt parts of his body, like your chest, because you need your chest, you're going to feel that every time you make a play. So, yeah, He did miss some plays in the Super Bowl. It's true.
But you know what? This is the end for Dante Pettis, Mr. Cookie Cat Man, Kitty Cat, and Solomon Thomas hugging the lineman's ass. I have no faith in him whatsoever. Either Dante, this guy, you know. I don't. They're not going to do anything this year. I promise you. Especially Dante, you know.
I go with that.
He has discovered cookies. I could already see this guy. He's already in a maid costume. He's in a maid costume and he's making cookies.
That's
Kyle's looking at him like, what the heck? Do you want to play? He's like, no, I want to lick my paws and make cookies.
You know, I got to tell you, you know, he's going to be so good this year. You know why? Because we picked on Dante so bad. And, you know, he's been blocking people, Shalil.
No, he needs that picking because
he does.
He needs to get better.
I agree.
Every single bit of it he deserves. It is his fault.
Mm-hmm. So
he needs to get better.
Yeah,
and
nice.
You know
Man
what?
Up, Dante.
If he was playing in the Super Bowl, none of this would have been a problem. If he played a little decent, there would have been no talking about Dante Pettis at all. Nope. He's hurt. He falls on his side. He's already hurting.
And he's got to lay down there and writhing in pain. See, and they told him last season, Shalil, Dante, pick up some size.
He's hurt. He says meow.
Yeah. They should call a vet to come and pick him up and, carry him off in a little wagon. God, he'll be okay. I ain't putting him on my breakout season team, but yeah. Hey, Jaleo!
He's not going to break out sometime soon. He'll break out with his kitties, the little jungle thing they got going on at his house.
Sitting around playing with catnip, all of them.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to be playing with catnip. I don't see no improvement from him whatsoever at all. He's going to be playing with catnip.
Okay, I'm throwing a flag on both you and me. 15 yards for unnecessary shots at Dante Pettis. So, Jaleel, we gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
See you tomorrow, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform. Shout out to Night Empire. You have a good night. Wash your hands.
You too. Thanks
hit
for
those likes.
Yes, indeed. All right. Night, Jaleel. And Pick and Pop, man, I'm enjoying these contributions. And that kitty, and I always love the pair, but that kitty, as we speak, of our man Dante. Thanks, Pick and Pop. We get a fist bump. Man. How come every time we talk about Dante, it turns into an entire fiasco? We've got to be more sensitive to his needs. We've got to understand what it's like to be him. Oh, I know who sympathizes with Dante. Vader! Time! It's time! Time! Vader!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing this evening?
Vader, great to hear from you, fam. Yeah, we're sitting around and trying to pick out.
Man. Same
Yeah, we're here picking out our breakout players of the year, and you come down some of the names, some of the popular guys. Kendrick Bourne, everybody loves him except for Big Show with that big smile. He plays
of course. No. What? Big Show does not love the Bourne identity.
Are you
the man in the backfield making touchdown? Are you really? Wow.
Big Show, he's been getting rid of my boy KB for 2 seasons running, maybe longer.
What did KB do to him?
He can't get it.
Come on,
Bourne is like chewing gum
Show.
on his shoes. He can't get him off. Okay, and Jimmy G's been mentioned.
Wow.
Jack McKinnon's been mentioned,
of course.
And I threw Solomon T back in there. Shalil, I know you want to see Solomon T excel. We told Jared Maiden the other day, you and I, that we wanted somebody to get to Solomon and get him going. Solomon's ready to play.
All right.
And I got a feeling he's going to be okay
Solomon's
this
ready
year.
to play.
Fred Warner, Quan Alexander's been mentioned as a breakout player. Deebo Samuel, of course, is at the top of that list, being the rookie that he has been.
Absolutely. No, we don't even need to talk. Hey,
Mike
Deebo's there already, man.
Yeah. So.
There you go.
But did we miss anybody? Who you got as your breakout player for 2020?
Oh, well, on defense, baby, I'm praying to God named Solomon Thomas, man. I'm praying here, man. I know, you know me, man. I haven't got off that train. I think I was by myself, man. I had a whole conductor car by myself. Just spread out.
That car's been parked in the yard. We're going to pull it back out this season, all right? It's Solomon T time. Get behind Solomon T.
Absolutely. Yeah, but on defense, I'm behind Solomon. I mean, he's got potential, man. It's just where it's at, who knows? And hopefully with this, like a lot of callers are stating, we've got a contract year coming up, and hopefully he'll get going, man.
Mm-hmm. And
we don't know.
Man, not been enough ball out there when you think about it. I got Nick Bosa running over from the left side, looking like he's lost his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
You got D Ford coming from the other side. DeForest Buckner being the dominant player that he is. Eric Armstead went buck wild last year. Solomon's probably said, "Can I play, guys? Please, can I play, please? Save me some." See,
that's what I got from it. And seeing him, and then when they put him in a couple of times, I mean, he got to the quarterback, man. A couple of times they did put him in there. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of, towards the end of the season, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. He was like, come on, please let me play. I don't want to get traded. Let me play.
There's not enough. there's not enough.
It looked like someone was starting there, but again, it's like it goes back to what you say. Once Kyle kind of throws in the doghouse, that's pretty much, man, he's cruel, but I don't blame him. But, man, once he throws you in there, man, it's a done deal, man. Kyle, you only work on offense. You don't work on defense. I don't care. I don't want him here. Bye.
But
you know what I mean?
Kyle's never picked on him. And nobody says anything bad about Solomon in the 49ers organization, and they keep him around. But they just didn't decide to pick up his fifth-year option, which says it all, right? That means how they feel about him, really. But they did the same thing to Eric Armstead. And, actually they weren't going to pick him up either. So when they do that, they're just trying to tell you, let's go. And then it works. It's worked almost every time. Lake and Thompson.
we got. Well, all jokes aside, we got Solomon T right now, Ronbo. He will be playing behind Kinlaw, pretty much, in the 3 techniques. If they start Kinlaw.
Well, yeah. And even if they do, they're going to be rotating. So it's not like he's not going to get a snap if he's producing.
So he'll be behind Kinlaw. Right, exactly. So,
but you know
again, we got to see what's going on.
He can't let Kinlaw come out and outplay him, or else he'll leave him on the bench. He's got to produce on every opportunity. At least look like you're doing something. He does good against a run, so let's see what he does. He knows more about than Kinlaw.
All Kinlaw's got on Solomon Thomas is he puts his hands up. If Solomon was to put his hands up, we might see some kind of disruption on that line, man. But Kinlaw's good at that, man.
Yeah, Kinlaw's 6'6". What is Solomon? 6'5", 6'4"?
What is he, 5'2"? No. No.
Hey, Vader, you know what, though? Solomon is good with the run. He redirects the run a lot because of his speed. They told him to get bigger because he's going to play the interior this year. So Solomon's going to get up. He was like, around 275, 280 last year, something like that, maybe lighter, I'm not sure. But Solomon gets around 285, 290. Oh,
yeah.
He may not lose that much speed. And that's his thing so far, but not enough substance.
I don't think so. But at least he's going to play on the inside now. So, we'll see, man.
He can out-quick some of the big offensive linemen.
Right. But, yeah, that's enough of Solomon. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but let's talk about the other side of the ball.
Right.
On offense, man, I guess the mustard is off the hot dogs. Mostert, man. I think Mostert's just going to have a breakout here this year, man. Man, was Williams there? Rama, they're going to be like CBS Sports. We don't know nothing about Jimmy G. He don't throw the ball. He don't need to, you dummy. Don't worry about it.
That was last year.
I think Mostert's going to be, just like last year. You're going to hear all these haters talking crap about our quarterback, putting them down because he's not fleeing it out. If there's no need to, why do it?
Yeah, I'm in favor of that.
Right?
If we're running the brakes off of teams again this year, I don't want to hear it. Whatever's working, do it until they can't stand it no more.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we're gonna do. What we do is we don't beat teams. We beat them down.
Yes.
We make them look like we did to the Green Bay Packers.
Embarrass them. Take their heart. Cut it out. Hand it to them.
That's what the Empire does, baby. And when you get in our stadium and we do that to you, you know exactly who you're playing.
Vader, we gotta go, fam.
I'm not. Yeah, we gotta go. It's already 9:00, man. We gotta go. But anyway, shout out to Big Show. Come on, Big Show. Leave my KB up. That's the born identity.
He can't do it.
Nobody can see him out there, man. He's an awesome player. Come on, Big Show. Give him a little credit. I want to give a shout out to Big Show, TNT, and also, Mama out there, they gave us the opportunity to interview his son, man. That was beautiful. Mama Maiden. We got to give a shout out, Mama Maiden.
Yes.
And also Crystal, her best friend. They put this together for me, man, and they gave us the opportunity to do this. So none but love. Mm-hmm. And TNT, of course. TNT. I haven't heard Trez in a minute, man. I don't know where Trez was.
No, he was here yesterday.
But I haven't heard from Trez. Oh, was he? So yeah, shout out Trez, Trey.
And Big Show just gave you a shout out. Big Show gave you a shout out back too. Give my boy Vader a shout out.
I love everything. Hey, Big Show knows how to bring it, baby. He knows how to cause a debate, man. I love it. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, Ronbo.
All right.
Let it go.
Radio, Ronbo Sports. You have yourself a lovely evening. And hit that like, guys. You got to hit that like, man. Don't worry. Hopefully we can get more we can get more players on the Ronbo show here. Pretty soon,
thanks,
man.
Vader.
That was beautiful.
That was
All
fun.
right, take it easy, Ronbo. You have a good
You
night.
too, fam.
Nothing but love.
Have a good night. That's my boy Vader. And Big and Pop, thank you, fam. Oh, God. Here we get it. And Big and Pop. Who is that? Who's that? Look at that big. R-E. Is that R-E-K-T? That's Big Show getting decked. Thanks. Oh, God. I'm having too much fun tonight. Eric Code 916. Hello.
What up, Ronbo?
Yo, what's this?
I'm a new caller. I'm a big fan. My name is Billy.
Billy. All right, Billy. Nice to meet you too.
V-I-L-I. Yeah.
Oh, Billy. That's
yeah,
unique.
Billy, I'm talking.
All right, Billy.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Gotta get one of those. Yeah, need to get one of the Poly brothers into this call.
Oh yeah. So we rolling now. Hey, Billy. You know, tonight, man, we're looking at like breakout players coming up next year. Who you like, man? We mentioned a lot of names tonight. Who you looking at?
So, man, I got two names, one on defense, one on offense.
Good.
You already know, Sully T. That's why we dropped his.
Tell you, man.
His 5th year.
People, they gonna see it this year, Billy. Yes.
Yes, I was happy with that pick when we got it, and he didn't perform. But since we're dropping his contract, we'll see the Stanford Sully.
That's why you got to be careful where you get defensive players from. But you know what? I think, Billy, I said earlier, you got DeForest Buckner over here. You got Nick Bosa. Eric Armstead lost his mind last year. Then you got D Ford out there. Asali was never going to be involved this year. I don't know why. When I think about it, I feel bad about it. DeForest left. Solly's got an opening. But the bad thing is Javon Kinlaw still may be too much, but it's Javon's rookie year. Maybe Solly can outwork him. I don't know.
I believe he can. I mean, he's had so many great D linemen for him not to learn from him. You know what I mean?
There's just not enough. There's just not enough quarterback out there. There's just not enough running back for all them dudes. Because Billy, we got a vicious front. Oh, that's nasty.
Oh yeah.
Even with D-Buck leaving, they still. DJ Jones. These dudes are tough. So.
Oh yeah. I heard the comment from like 2 weeks ago. They really are the Monstars from Space Jam. They're the bad men.
I heard you check that out. How you gonna lose with all them freaks? Big cartoons. We should call them the big cartoon front.
Man, they're looking like a movie out there.
And Nick Bosa is like his own special cartoon, like coming off the corner like the Tasmanian devil. What's with the dudes? Hey, Billy, just check him out. Nick was like the offensive lineman is just doing that, just beating him up. Nick's just and he's coming. Nick's on the ground. They're still beating him down. Nick's reaching up with one hand, bleeding and everything. Grabs the quarterback. Oh my God! And Nick is obsessed. I can't wait to see him back on the field, man.
Oh yeah.
Woo! So
Can't wait for this.
Yeah, this defensive line is going to be special again next year. I just don't know what they're going to do. The quarterback's in trouble. If you can't move out of that pocket, you're dead meat. That's why Russell Wilson.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because who else? Who else you like? You said you gave us the defense. How about offense?
Oh, I got to give it to my half Polynesian brother, KB.
Yeah. Man. I tell you, man, one of my favorite dudes, but for years.
Oh yeah.
I was loving KB before he got hot.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
the way he's been working out on his Instagram and things, I'm like, he coming back.
Oh, and he knows exactly what he's doing now, Billy. It's not like before. Kendrick used to every now and then miss running routes and things like that. Maybe his timing might be a little off. But one thing about Kendrick, he never gets hurt. This boy is hard. And when they hit him, they was be hitting Kendrick hard. He'll make that catch. He doesn't care what the traffic is, how bad it is. Kendrick says, all my mind is on is the ball. If you go kill me, but I'm making this catch. You can't find a lot of players like that. My dude.
Facts, that's so true. And his third down catches are my favorite.
Oh.
He converts. He'll drop like the first, second down, catch the third one.
You know what, though? He stopped doing that. He stopped doing that last year, Billy. You know, in the second half of the season, Kendrick was catching everything. And tough catches, too. So I think he's around that corner now. I think he's ready. Kendrick's going to be straight money.
I think so, too.
He's going to have plenty of competition this year. I don't see him getting cut, though. So,
Nah, no way. But this receiver room is crazy, too.
It is. We got, man, look, just who's your top? Who's going to be your 6? Let's say, okay, go ahead and take 7. Because I think with the expanded roster, one room is going to get expanded. Okay, you know Deebo's going to make it.
I think we hold Finke. Oh, yeah. I think we hold Finke. That's who I think. I really think we hold Finke because of Trent Taylor he's my favorite slot, but his injuries, it's the injuries.
I know. Will he stay on the field? You know, you heard about what they're doing with the you can bring up 2 guys from your practice squad every week, right? So Trent Taylor, and you're right, Finke's going to make this team. Trent Taylor, Finke's clone, is probably going to make the team as well. Put him on the practice squad. Put him on the Sunday where Trent looks like he might be hurting. You go ahead and you bring him up. If Trent goes down, Finke goes in, we're probably running the same system and offense and everything else the same and not missing a beat. Finke's a bad dude. I like him too. Really do. That's all he does is a slot, but he does it real well.
Oh, yeah. And to be a walk-on at Notre Dame, you have to be crazy good.
That you picked Notre Dame to walk in on. Are you crazy? There's so many better schools, easier schools to walk in on than Notre Dame. You did it, though, and you start. Oh! Woo! Wes Welcome with the same thing. You know?
Oh, thanks. We're giving him the Rudy chance.
Billy, man. Hey, Billy, great to meet you, fam. I mean, get back here tomorrow. We'll be back to talk some more 49ers tomorrow, okay?
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you for your time, Ronbo.
Thank you, fam. Have a good night.
You too.
Hey, Pick and Pop. Pick and Pop. That kitty's working out, boy. 49 faithful Roberto. He says, whenever I can call in, I'll talk to you, Ronbo. Hopefully soon, because I'm tired of getting hung up on by the one who keeps hanging up on me. Are you nuts? I don't know what's going on with that, Roberto. Is anybody else line hanging up? Big Bob, thanks, fam. I shall too. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Uber system? Yeah. Roberto, you know what? This may be a new situation where certain lines coming in may not get through. If anybody else having that problem, we apologize. Don't know what's going on with that. It's happening. All right. We'll look into it. Because I'm calling Uber. I mean, I'm contacting Uber all the time, complaining. I don't know what they're doing. So we'll see. Tell them, go to Uber, Roberto. All right. All right. Hey, John V.
Ronbo, what's happening, my man?
John, having a good time tonight. You know, when you're as good a team as the 49ers now are, John, it hasn't really sank in yet that we are. John?
I'm here, Buzz.
Okay, yeah. John, it hasn't sank in yet that we actually are the number 1 team of the NFC. And maybe the number 1 team, period, if not for a few bizarre situations that took place in the Super Bowl. John, are you
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm reminded by that every day. I wear my shirt, Ronbo. I wear my hoodie that reminds me we won the division. I wear my hoodie that reminds me that we won the NFC. But
are you getting phone calls too? That's my favorite. Phone calls. I said, dude, you could have texted me just to give me that message. Nah, Ronbo, you know what? You had a lot of high hopes, man. I just want to let you know that you guys are still looking for that 6th ring. And I hang up the phone usually about that time anyway. So
I get harassed too, my man. I get harassed. We're down to takeout at my restaurant, and I'm still getting takeout. They're harassing me through damn masks, Ronbo. Bless it. They pull it down just to shit in my face.
It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels, John. That's okay. We will have our revenge. Not to worry.
It is. I hope so, Ronbo. But my breakout player, I think, Ronbo, I think I'm going to go with our boy Jet McKinnon.
Yeah, he's been mentioned.
I really think that McKinnon is going to make it a break. I mean, he could be so damn versatile in Kyle's offense, Ronbo, because he can catch. Oh my God, that's just another threat to throw to, and it's just like we have so many opportunities to move the ball, and I mean, there isn't going to be a side of the field that'll be weak, Ronbo. Jimmy should be able to sling it all over. God willing.
And he's going to have plenty of protection. Because, with Brunskill plugging that gap up, and you got a rejuvenated style. I mean, Joe Staley was doing a great job, but Joe had lost a little bit. But now you got Trent Williams has been resting, an all-pro, and he knows system.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ronbo, we've forgotten about him. We have not mentioned him these last few weeks. Yeah, that's refreshing.
Trent can't break out, though, because he's already been broke out for years. I'm talking like guys who need to come in and make a statement. Somebody mentioned Jalen Hurd. Jalen's only had a brief moment, though. Kendrick Bourne's, of course, involved.
Well, I mean, if those guys have stayed somewhat in shape, Ronbo, if they're fit, if they're conditioned, my God, I mean, listen, they got a lot of rest, and Trent and Jalen were awesome when they were available. I imagine that if they want to compete for a spot, they're going to be ready, Ronbo. I feel like pressure's on. Pressure's on, brother. Definitely.
There's 2 or 3. You got Ayuk and Deebo, and I guess after that, it's competition is on.
How well do you expect Ayuk to? How quick do you expect him to get rolling in Kyle's offense? How do we know his football IQ?
I do not. I wish I knew what his Wonderlic was like, and I don't really know. I do know that Herm Edwards runs a pro-style offense. That is good question. Deebo didn't pick it up right away.
We've got him elevated so high. I want to see how Deebo had a hard time at the beginning there.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
He really did. He had a hard time adjusting. And I just wonder how quick Ayuk will take two.
Maybe equal amount of time, I would guess.
Okay.
Half the season. And the bad thing is it could take a little longer this year because, John, these days we're going through now are very precious for a rookie coming in, right? So they're not getting this time to sit in John's probably Kyle's probably conducting virtual classes, though. But they got a lot to learn.
I mean, I would hope so. Ronbo. He should entirely keep in contact with those boys.
Yeah,
but, Ronbo, that was one question I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. They should. Yeah, I wanted to ask you what you thought, like, with Kinlaw, I feel like, okay, my man, you just get in there, and we're just gonna train you up, man. Here you are. Ayuk, I was curious. I just want to see how he comes out.
Yeah. I give him half a season, and maybe a little longer. Just give or take 6 or 7, maybe 8 weeks, because, like we're saying, these are times they'd be out on the field. He'd be working with Jimmy, and nothing's going to accelerate your learning curve faster than working with your quarterback, because Jimmy's going to point out to everything he should have done and all those kind of things that he needs now, so they can start working on it. So it's a little bit of a setback. I don't suspect, John. I think that after a while, as long as they're social distancing properly, and how are you going to not social distance playing football? You know, I mean, the receivers got no business standing here with me. So I can take all my receivers out. I don't understand what would be the problem there. So
Yep. It'd be weird without the fans.
Well, you saw what they're doing in Miami, right? You saw the model of how the NFL plans on handling this. Fans are going to be there. They're out marking stadiums as to how close people can stand together in lines. Understand the concession stand is going to be people are going to bring things down to you. There's not going to be a lot of congregating like you do in the concession. You know, people stand around in droves. That's going to be eliminated. They're making a lot of intelligent moves. There's a lot of brilliant guys up there figuring this out. There's too much money to be made in the NFL. John, you knew they were going to figure this one out. I had a feeling, but they got it all planned. There will be an NFL season.
I had not known that. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Good, Ronbo.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be good.
It's going to be fun.
What
It's
would
going to be different.
12th man be without anybody?
That'd be so funny. The Hawks got to play with no 12th man. They go 0-9 to start the season. I guess we didn't know how important the 12th man was. Hey, John, who else did you pick up for your breakout player? Real quick though, John.
Well, I mean, I'm really hoping for KB. Real quick, I hope KB. I see the work he's putting in. I really, really think he wants to be.
He does.
I really think he wants to be utilized by Kyle as much as possible. So I got KB and Jet McKinnon.
There you go.
All right. For sure. Yeah.
Like
my man, always a pleasure, Rumbo.
Thanks.
Take care of
Thanks,
yourself.
John.
Be safe.
Yes.
I'll talk to you soon, my man. Good night.
You too. Looking forward to it. Be back tomorrow, actually. All right, John. Have a good night.
Okay, I'll be there. Great. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, John. Oh, man. Yeah, Uber hangs up callers on its own, guys. Even tonight, it seems to be hanging up on a lot of callers. I often wonder sometimes, these online systems, especially they're being really stressed heavily, it could be knocking their system to pieces. So we apologize once again. If you've been waiting on the phone and got killed you out, we're so sorry about that. Okay. And then Desi Ferguson says, hey, you're going to be gassed by the end of the show with the B-Days. I aspired to be a soprano. I was going to be doing opera. And of course, you can't play football and be an opera singer, so I opted to take football and have a good time. Plus, nobody wants to see a black opera singer. Can you imagine? I'm the barber of Seville. People look at what? Break Davis says breakout player needs to be a player who hasn't broken out already. This is what I was saying, Break. You got to get guys that have just been in the league for a while. And that's what I'm saying. Fred Warner is a breakout player. Damn. If Fred breaks out any further than he is, he can't. I don't even know if it'd be fair anymore. Quan Alexander's another story, though. Quan's actually hit a high level before, so really he's probably not one you want to take out. But I agree. But Break says breakout players, offense herd, defense street. Break. I agree. What if Katavius Street comes in next year and Solomon Thomas be standing there? Man, what you doing, man? You're raining on my parade, man. This is supposed to be my time. All right, go ahead, man. You know what? That's all right. Do your thing. Because you got to understand when you're playing ball. That's the way it is. It's a team-oriented sport. It's the guy who contributes the heaviest, he gets the glory. You got to try to keep up. Don't cry. Keep up. That's the way it is. Hey, I saw Pickett. Was it Pickett Pop? Pickett Pop said, I thought it was, no, Pickett Pop said bye-bye, Pickett Pop. Thanks for all the contributions tonight. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for plenty. So, fam, I'm a roll. Was I going to go get my vocal cords ready for tomorrow? Because I think I'm going to come. I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Meantime, fam, hit that like. Can't wait to see tomorrow. I ain't gonna tell what's gonna happen around in the NFL and red and gold land. I love doing this. So as I get out of here, clears out all 8 sinus cavities. Oh.